No way! This is my reptile room, the setting where which my passions and interests are manifest into reality. A place where many animals often misunderstood, unloved by the general public, are cared for, unconditionally loved, studied, and sometimes even reproduced in my care. This is the place I'm blessed enough to get to spend my days in as my profession. And if you want to learn about geckos, turtles, little dragons, leaping lizards, giant spiders, frogs, colorful crabs, isopods, or little house dinos, then I welcome you to my reptile room. Hi, my name is Dion and you're watching Reptiliatus. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you all had safe and wonderful holidays. I know we're a month and a bit into the new year, but I did want to say something, and I'll explain why I haven't posted anything at the end of the video. Okay, let's get down to business because we have a lot to cover for today's video. You may have noticed that the layout of the reptile room has changed drastically. Musical tanks, sort of like my little version of musical chairs, if you will. And I'm not even done rearranging things in here. Hey little buddy, how you doing there? I have some really exciting changes and projects to share with you all, along with some really cool discoveries that I just came across, because you know, there's always something happening in the reptile room. So maybe we'll start with that. They hatched. No way! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Look how small they are. Look at them. They're so tiny. Hello. That is awesome. Okay, we'll get back to that later. First off, Sabzi and Basil. These two lovebirds need to become acquainted, and Valentine's Day, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that video will be coming up. We're gonna remove the termite mound barrier and have the introduction happen. I can't wait to document that for you guys soon. All right guys, so next we've got a big update on Rango and Camila. Check out this beautiful boy. You haven't seen him in a while. You can see he has changed drastically. Well, here's Camila, the female, and she used to be the shy one. Look at her now. Oh my gosh, I missed it. Yeah, she's definitely not shy anymore. Good girl, Camila. As you can see, all the color just comes in as she eats. Girl. Yeah, she loves hornworms. Hornworms, silkworms are like her favorite thing in the world to eat. I mean, just check out how that color just, boom, perks up when she gets the food she likes. Beautiful girl. All right, so Rango and Camila each have their own 18 by 18 by 24 sized terrarium that they're growing up in right now. So you can see they have significantly changed in size, color, etc. But they're just shy of being the adult size we'd want them to be to cohabitate. Here's Camila, as you just saw. She's a beautiful girl. So very soon, these two lovely anoles are going to be upgraded into their paired enclosure. And we're going to do a video setting that all up and probably moving Rango in first. And then Camila will be joining him in a few months. So she'll stay in here temporarily. They have the Mist Kings for watering, and she'll come join him after. So let's have a look at that terrarium. So yeah, this is the 36 by 18 deep by 36 tall Exoterra. This used to be Sabzi's enclosure back in the day, and now it's going to be housing the pair of Blue Beauty Anoles. I have been working on the layout for the branches. I'm very happy with how that looks, and that's all I'm going to show you for now. These plants, just ignore them. I threw some plants in here and the Mist King just waters them, but that all being said, I'm pretty stoked to move the Anoles into this. It's going to be nuts. They're going to have lots of space. I'm sure they'll do very well next to the Tokays there. Now, while a bunch of my pets are going to be heating things up, several of them are actually going to be cooling things right down, like this little guy, E.T., one of my black-breasted leaf turtles, the Geomyda spangleri. Autumn, Yoda, Spike, Littlefoot, E.T., and Ducky will all be going down for their brumation cooling period. Starting in the coming days and ending in early April or so, this is the first time that I'll be putting them through this process properly. In the past, I've just put them in a cooler part of the house in their existing enclosures, but now we're actually gonna put them in a cool room sitting at around 55 degrees Fahrenheit. They're gonna have containers with soil, a little water dish to go into so they have constant access to water. Admittedly, I am a little bit nervous about putting them in a cold room at 55 degrees Fahrenheit for months with no food and no light, but I'm confident that they're gonna be okay. So yeah, they're off food now, and in a few days they're going to be set up in the bins, and I'm gonna film a video for you guys to see that whole process. These are the literal dinosaurs of my home. I mean, look at that tail. These magnificent animals look like the carnivores from Disney's Dinosaur.
Grown carnivores!
Maybe some of you aren't old enough to remember that movie, so please don't embarrass me and make me feel old. Alas, I digress. These guys will also finally be going down for a 2-month winter dormancy, along with the leaf turtles. Funny enough, they actually come from a very similar part of the world. My Chinese crocodile lizards are actually the Vietnamese locality. I've had my Shinisaurus for several years now, and unfortunately I haven't had any success breeding them yet. Dr. Alec has performed ultrasounds on these animals, and we've established for certain that they are in fact a male and 2 females. And we know that the 2 females appear to be sexually viable as they possess large and healthy looking follicles. At this point, guys, the only thing I can imagine that I might not be doing right is, well, the cooling process. They're eating well, they have UVB, I don't know what I'm doing. It has to be the cooling. I know that some people have been able to breed them without cooling them, but I imagine you're gonna have a lot more success tapping into that natural instinct, giving them that proper cool down where they can relax, and hopefully it stimulates healthy follicles, hopefully it stimulates breeding behavior, and hopefully it also helps maybe with the male sperm production. Who knows? But that's what we're gonna do, finally. I've been measuring the temperatures of the cold room, everything is dialed in, now I just have to pray that it's all gonna work out. Alright guys, now it's time to go in here and collect the 2 little Bynoe geckos that hatched, and we're gonna move them into their future home. I cannot get over how tiny these hatch. These are the 3rd and 4th baby Bynoes that I've ever hatched from my original pair that I picked up in that expo video I made a while back. They're super fun, kind of shy geckos, but the adults are starting to tongue feed for me, and the babies are becoming a lot more bold. Let me know, would you guys like to see an update on the Bynoe geckos, maybe an exclusive video pertaining to them, or maybe we do a sand gecko update altogether? Oh, look at you, you're digging, just chilling in there. I don't know, let me know in the comment section down below what you'd like to see. And I mean, they are so small that they could sit on my fingernail. All right, everybody, so I can't stress enough how easy these Bynoe geckos have been for me to keep. I keep them in containers like this, with some cork, wood, things to hide under. Substrate is literally the Stone Desert substrate, the Outback Red. I will go in here every night and just do a little mist on one side, and that's how I water them. There is currently 1 baby living in here. I gave one to a friend. I'm guessing they're under here. There they are. I say bold and they're just freaking out and running away. There's the Bynoes. This is the first one I hatched. And a lot of the people that breed these have told me they've had no issues keeping them communally, but I don't see how that works with the adults. They just seem like they'd be too opportunistic and maybe eat them. So either way, it's probably better to not compete with the adults. I'm keeping them separate in here. These ones are a little bit smaller than their sibling, but not by a whole lot, so they should do just fine being housed in here with the older sibling. Remember, they are parthenogenetic. They breed through parthenogenesis. So carefully move these little cuties into their new home. Come on out. Look how tiny they are. All right, buddy, come on out. You can do it. There you go. Come on. Boop. And one more. There you go. Go on. Boop. Perfect. They're little cutie patooties. Live a good life. We feed them every day some fruit flies, dusted calcium, or pinhead crickets. They do really well like this. And I mean, just to be clear, they're not just in this. They get supplemental heat on one side here. They're heated from underneath. And yeah, they've been doing really well. I think one of the projects that I'm most excited about getting started on is this right here. This is a 36 by 18 by 36 Exoterra natural terrarium, and it's going to be turned into a showpiece in my living room. I'm going to be setting this up as a beautiful South American jungle style setup for my pair of Oophaga anchicaensis small redheads. Some would also still call the small redhead Oophaga histrionica. It's gonna be such an incredible setup. I know you can't see the vision yet, but the lighting and everything's coming together. I have a custom lid for the top. We have all the quartile panels there, thick 2-inch ones that we're gonna Dremel and carve to shape. I've also got a bunch of aquarium foam filter underneath here that's going to serve as the false bottom in combination with some substrates. It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited to start on the whole project. That will be probably happening after we do the anoles. And I mean, look at all the plants I have here for it. Oh my goodness, I got so many cool plans from my friend Mark at Understory Enterprises. They're all gonna go right into that terrarium. For today's question of the day, I'd like to ask you all, out of all the projects and developments that you've seen in today's video, which are you most excited for and why? Maybe you want to see some awesome enclosure upgrades, or maybe you're excited to see me take steps towards successfully reproducing Shinisaurus or Geomydas banglera. I want to know what you think in the comment section down below. As always, I'll give your comment a heart and we can engage in a little bit of a conversation. And wow, it has been a very long time since I've done that, so it's good to be back. All right, everybody, there you go. I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching this video and seeing some of the exciting updates and projects that are about to be starting here at the Reptiliatus home. With that being said, I do want to quickly say thank you so much, everyone, for your support with the crypto video. I cannot stress enough how much your words of support mean to me. I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. I mean, if you haven't seen that video, link up above here. It was a very difficult time for me, and seeing so many kind words of support, compassion, you guys letting me know I did the right thing, you know, just I felt very confirmed in the path I chose to get through that situation, and it meant a lot to me to see how much that video, I guess, educated, warned you all, and hopefully served as a preventative contribution. I know other creators have made videos on the topic, but I just wanted to do my part using my negative experience. To add to that, I do also want to say I'm sorry that I haven't made any content yet. You know, I put so much emphasis into producing that video after being gone for so long. And I think I had this weird idea that I get over this hurdle, making this difficult video, and I can just throw myself into it afterwards. And unfortunately for me, it did not go so smooth. I think when you stop doing something that you've been doing for so long, even though it's a big part of your job, it becomes hard to throw yourself back into it again. And I sort of realized that in a difficult way. So I can only ask that you'll be so patient with me. I know many of you have been. I really do want to work my way back up to posting regularly. I'm so grateful that Instagram has become a very prominent source of income for me in my career through different, you know, sponsorships and through connecting to Facebook and other avenues. I've been able to create secondary streams of income, just being open for those of you that might be creators as well. It's helped. But it's not just about bread and butter for YouTube. It's a very special platform for me, and I definitely don't want to neglect it. So I'm gonna be back here. I'm doing everything I can to get back to posting regularly. And again, I'm so appreciative that you watch and bear with me as I kind of work through this process and get back to posting often again. Thank you for your support. I can't wait to see you all again soon, and this time hopefully I mean it. Don't forget to answer today's question of the day, because it may or may not have something to do with what video comes out next. We shall see. Depends, actually. There's one of the options I really can't do next. Yeah, anyway. And I'll leave it at that. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, guys. Bye.